Hello, everybody. I chose to talk about food wastage. Just wanted to start my little presentation here with the little girl scrounging for food from food that's obviously been thrown away. But anyways, another picture of a guy trying to find something edible from one of the South Indian sites. Probably looks like it's in India. I'm going to talk about the trash issue that people in Hong Kong are facing. Hong Kong article was published in CNN, so I'm going to talk about the landfills in Hong Kong. Right now, about 3,500 tons of unwanted food is wasted, and the trash sites, landfills are filling up pretty fast. This is a picture of what the trash sites look like. There are about quite a few here, but now Hong Kong's trying to worry about the three sites that will, they say, will be filled by 2018. It has a mounting food problem. 40% of the food in the city goes uneaten, and only 3% food is recycled. They're trying to recycle unwanted food, and they're exploring different ideas of how to using that. One of the ideas used is biotechnology to turn binned food into useful products. This is a little experiment done by Carol Lin, professor of City University in Hong Kong. She's developing a process turning bread products into succinic acid. If you look at the diagram here, it kind of shows about how she's trying to use pastries. She is, as a matter of fact, using pastries, muffins, cakes, and stuff, and adding enzymes, fungi, and fermenting with bacteria, and then coming up with succinic acid, which is then combined with other chemicals to come up with or create bioplastics and eco-friendly detergents. She hopes to become a pilot program and have a process and use about to a ton of food waste. People in Hong Kong like to try different types of food, which I could have gone into depth with Hong Kong, but I tried to sync this in with how we in the US like a lot of food, and about 40% of US food is also wasted. This little chart that shows a federal study that was done. It shows about a pound of waste per day and about 122 pounds of food thrown out each month in grocery stores, restaurants, cafeterias, and homes. So the kind of combining the two issues, it's just not Hong Kong, but the article was more so probably about Hong Kong's landfills filling, and I was kind of wondering how this kind of ties in with business opportunities, which we can talk about later. But right now, here's another graph that shows about how much food wastage is done by retail, by a consumer, and by distribution. Obviously, the green is the consumer, and we waste probably way more food than we need to. And the way it's lost is probably in production, then process handling, storage losses, and packaging losses, and finally it comes down to the consumer, and consumer is the one that loses the most and wastes the most food. This is a little graph that shows a little bit about what product is wasted the most. There's paper in US, plastic, and then food. Actually, no, food is number 2. So the opportunities being used right now, which I think why it's our concern, is these can be turned into opportunities. A lot of people are using it. It would be the food that would be otherwise tossed away would be used to create foods that would used for buying other goods, and we can probably try and solve and have the massive global food waste problems, trying to kind of put a balance on people who have nothing to eat and people who have a lot to eat, kind of bring a balance, and there have to be a lot of opportunities in it, which I think there are. A lot of people are using it. They're turning these opportunities. There are young entrepreneurs who are using. There's a mushroom growing kit thing. There's a lady with rubies and rubbles trying to do that with her chutneys from food that was supposed to be wasted and thrown away. This is a little chart that shows about 165 billion worth of food is wasted and enters landfill each year. And this is how there's a little bit of recovery hierarchy chart that kind of talks about how we can reduce food wastage, feed hungry people, animals, by industrial uses, composting, incineration, and the least resort should be the landfill. And that was kind of the topic of the article today. Anyway, sorry if I missed anything. Thank you.